That is a scumbag Elon Musk is. He's a total freaking scumbag. The lawsuit I filed in October of 2020, which hundreds of millions knew about, except Tucker Carlson and Glenn Greenwald and others purposefully concealed. Alex Jones, Steve Bannon, and Gateway Pundit, one of the few journalists who actually covered it. And I give my hats off to them. They were true, good, independent journalists. But delayed truth is deadly. These people are evil people. They do not tell the truth when it needs to be done. They wait, and then they tell it, and then they try to get their audience to say, oh, isn't Joe great? Isn't Tucker Carlson great? Tucker Carlson had all of the data of the backdoor portal. I have all the emails that was sent to him, which I put up online, and he sat on it. Glenn Greenwald sat on it. There's like an elite group of these people who think they're the ones who get to be the owners of truth. But what they actually do, they're part of the intelligence community, and they work with the intelligence community to make sure truth doesn't come out at the right time. Put, the life expectancy of your children in America is going to be less than you if you're an adult. And let that sink in. That's what we should really be letting sink in. And what it exposes is that both of these parties, Republicans and Democrats, their policies are literally have destroyed the health of America.
You keep on saying that they're all part of this elite club, and you're like part of the everyday man. But you also admit that you have been part of that world. I mean, you were married to a Hollywood actress at one point in time. You're the inventor of email, so I think that puts you a little bit higher than the rest of us peons. So what do you say to people that are like, "Hey, you're not exactly an everyday man. You may have started from the bottom, but you've hobnobbed yourself." What would you say to that?
That is a scumbag Elon Musk is. He's a total freaking scumbag. And people need to wake up to this. Conservatives need to wake up to this, because in the United States, we know that the left hates the First Amendment. We know that. The conservative, particularly the white working class conservatives, were the last beacon of hope to fight for that. So they brought in this fool called Elon Musk, presented him as this false god, when where Elon Musk ends and where government begins, nobody knows. But people have been confused and bamboozled, and they've basically blunted the conservatives' edge to bootlick him. And I'm calling this out, and I've called it out. I always call this stuff out at the right time when it's unpopular. And then they have this idiot Tucker Carlson, who the reason he got thrown off Fox was because he actually hurt the election integrity movement. On the front end, he was saying, oh yeah, there's election integrity, talking about wacky stuff. Internally, he was sending text messages laughing at it. Fox was going to be up for $1.5 billion. So they settled. Then he goes to the conservative base and says, oh, I'm a martyr. You're not a martyr. You were like this with Hunter Biden. You had Hunter Biden write resume letters for your son. People need to wake the hell up, because without the First Amendment, there is no United States of America. And we've lost the First Amendment. Elon Musk came from an apartheid country called South Africa, where 1% of the people controlled 99%. That's in his brain. And we have to get this clear. The people in Malibu, when you talked about me living in Malibu, let me just make one thing clear. Like I talked about India, like I talked about MIT, I never wanted to go into these worlds. I'm like Forrest Gump. Okay, I ended up in these worlds. I never even knew who Fran Drescher was. She came up to me. I never even saw her shows. But quickly I learned that people in Hollywood have their shticks. They don't really stand for anything. I got the hell out of there. You see? So I have always stayed true to where I came from. My grandparents, who grew up with nothing, those everyday people in New Jersey who taught me everything. And it's about time that all of us have some self-respect for ourselves. And that's what our campaign is about. It's about you having self-respect for yourself, Christy, and saying, what, Bobby? Why do these women call him Bobby? They don't even know this guy. He's not your friend. He won't even, they have Hyannisport, they got big walls. They don't let you in. Go down to Cape Cod. These people are not you. They are elitist scumbags, and they will say anything to get into power. So on free speech, the bottom line is Elon Musk is not our friend. He is the antithesis of that. You can take Soros and put a mask on him, and that's Elon Musk.
So you were saying that he boosts people like RFK Jr. and then like in Tim Kasten. So like he is friendly with certain conservative people to kind of deceive people. So then why would he hire someone so blatantly, like you were talking about before, to be the CEO, who is so blatantly connected
so
to, like, why would he do that?
Why do you think he'd do that? I know why, but why do you think he'd do that?
I have no idea.
I'll tell
I
you
mean,
why.
because people like us are like, what are you doing? And it exposes
I'll
him
tell you
really when he
why.
does something like
They are
that.
spitting in your face. They're saying, F you, Christy, F you. We will
Mm.
do whatever we want. And you guys are so stupid, you slaves, that I can say this one day and I can do this. Am I not so powerful? And you beg and bow to my feet. This is the ultimate of spitting in your face. That is what's happening. This is what I call the great deception. You say one thing and you do another. Come on. Because they know that oppression oppresses. It's very psychological, right? When a guy comes home and he beats his wife, or the other way around, whatever happens, after they keep doing that enough, they lose self respect for the person that they're beating. They say, I can say anything, I can do anything. So, this is the level of people these people are. Look, if you go to Nobu in Malibu, there's one restaurant and all of them hang out together. They're all friends and they all are one big swarm and they don't give a damn
Mm.
about you. So I have had, like Forrest Gump, I've been able to go into these worlds and observe, but I never lost where I came from. And I frankly hate these people because they despise everyday working
I
people.
would have never guessed that that there was animosity there.
Well,
No, we
I
just never
really
guessed
do
that.
because
No, but
they are
this is what I
really,
do
they
like
are
about you,
truly,
Dr. Shiva, is because you don't mess around. You just say it how you feel. Clearly,
well, you
this
got
is
to
how you
understand when
feel,
I
and
went
you
back
tear into
to,
them.
Christy, when I grew up in Jersey, I learned how to paint from a Yugoslavian immigrant. I learned how to do landscaping from an Italian immigrant. I've always been working all my life, and I enjoy working. I don't like people who are lazy and who take advantage of people. These people are lazy people. They think they're better than you at a very deeply personal level. They're not good human beings. And let me tell you, they're very conscious. If I shared with you emails that a friend of mine shared with me between Kennedy, Kennedy knows that he's a not so obvious establishment. He prides himself on that. Okay? These people are consciously duping people. And when I
Hmm.
exposed Kennedy in 2020, he had the gall to smear me and say, I run a vaccine company. We sued him. He kept running around evading service. This is who the Kennedys are. Go read Seymour Hersh's work on them. You know, they are absolute scumbags, but they've created this ethos of Camelot. Oh, we got, attacked and martyrdom. Well, we don't know why they got martyred. They're all mafia guys. One wing attacks another wing, and we as a peasants have got to feel sorry for one of them. Bullshit. We got to break this abusive mentality. The American people are really abuse victims of these elites, and we have to let go. And that's why my candidacy, our movement, offers people an opportunity for dignity, for self respect. That's what this is about. Because if we don't have that self respect, why are we following Elon Musk? Can you tell me? What is he doing? He's collecting all data. He shuns people like me. He promotes scumbags. He promotes people. You bow down to him. You suck up to him. He promotes you. He's a very insecure human being. Everywhere he went, look at his actual resume. He never created anything. He always, as a narcissist, got involved in positions, put people out, and it was all about him being the founder. He did that at Tesla. He did that at PayPal. Go look at his history. And as a technologist, you know a real technologist, and you know someone who's bullshitting. He's a bullshitter.